Hello, everybody. Thought I'd welcome you to another Talking Head episode. Today is Wednesday, February 8th, and it is about 5:10 p.m. I'm at Vero Beach, actually walking around the beach, as you can see in the background here. It's a special day for me, kind of an exciting day, actually. If you've been following along the channel, you know I've kind of disappeared, and that was mainly because this job that I'm on, selling knives, has been keeping me extremely busy. I haven't had any time to upload my videos and whatnot. I've been filming when I could, but trying to get them uploaded, there was like a backlog, a huge backlog. And it was just very, very difficult to get time to upload, because they pretty much had me working every day. I pretty much was working every day. And then the days I wasn't working, I was hanging out with my kids. I was doing visitation on the weekends. So, anyhow, the job was really starting to get to me. And if you've been following along, then you know that my boss, Larry Williams, was missing. He just suddenly disappeared, from work, and his stuff was all there. All his things were in his hotel room, so it looked really suspicious. But I do have good news. Larry has been found. He's okay. He's a bit shaken, but he's okay. I don't really know anything more than that, other than that Larry's now with his his family. So they're kind of taking care of him and helping him. I want to thank all of you who prayed with me, for Larry to be all right. And I had feared the worst, and was praying for the best. And I think him being okay, despite the situation, is still the best. He's alive. He's okay. He's with his family. Whether or not he comes back to work is still up in the air. I can bet you I know kind of what happened. If you've been following along this channel, then you know what's been happening with me as well. Just the stress of this job. It's kind of stressful. It's not just kind of, it's very stressful. You're working solely for commission. You're in a different town almost like every other week. And sometimes the people don't even understand what you're saying. And you end up working all day, and you get paid nothing because you didn't sell anything. Or you think you did really well, and then you come back the next morning and all the knives are back on the table, because it turned out the people didn't understand you. They thought they were free, and they're not. So they brought them back. So you stood up there all day and went through your spiel and did all your work and got nothing. So I think that's what may have happened to Larry down in Miami, part of it. And I think it just got to him, and he just had enough. So I'm not sure, because I haven't spoken with Larry. I'm just guessing based on my own experiences. They were originally going to send me to that store in Doral, Florida, which is in like the South Miami area. And they ended up routing Larry there and had me up in Orlando at Orange Blossom Trail, the OBT store. And I think the Doral store did Larry in. I don't know how I would have done over there. I do know I was struggling even in West Palm Beach and Sunrise. And that was in Fort Lauderdale. And it was because, for me, I felt there was a language issue. So we'll see what happens. I'm currently in Vero Beach right now, and just wanted to update you on what's going on. Essentially, they are extremely short-staffed now. So they had been having me work like non-stop, and then like I get one day a week off, and on that day that I'm off, I'm moving inventory from one store to another, so I'm not even really off. They have been giving me every other weekend off so I could see my children, which is the only reason I was staying here anymore. Remember from the beginning here, the only reason I even took this job was so I could make child support payments and try to see my kids. Well, if you make it so I can't see my kids and I'm barely making enough for child support, there's really no point. So I was about to actually possibly quit this weekend, and was looking at, you know, I had talked to my boss. Well, I didn't talk to him, I texted him. Hi there, how's it going?
All right,
just ignore the...
everybody for me.
Hello. All right, people wondering what the heck I'm doing here. But anyhow, I found myself in a situation where they're very short-staffed, so they had me working like pretty much non-stop. My sales weren't really going up. I was just getting exhausted. And felt like if they didn't give me my weekend off, you know, every other weekend that I had requested so I could see my kids, I was about to walk. I was about to just leave this job because it was barely paying for anything, you know. I don't know if you remember my discussion around New Year's, how they could pay me the commute fees, you know, for the mileage. Well, when they saw the bill, you know, it was like just a bill from traveling between my Brevard County and Miami. It was very high. I was actually making decent money off the mileage. So they removed that. I mean, they put me in Orlando so the mileage wouldn't be so high. Then they put me in Vero Beach, which right now is within the 80 miles that they get free every day off the employees. So I don't even get any mileage, even though I'm in Vero right now instead of Brevard. I think Vero Beach may still be part of Brevard, I'm not sure. But anyhow, I don't get any mileage. So they were doing these, I think, to save money. And I don't know if that's how Larry ended up being sent all the way down to South Miami area. But it did Larry in. And I think they ended up hurting themselves if that was the reasoning that they did it. If they sent Larry to take over my job down in South Florida to try to save money, they ended up hurting themselves because Larry left. You know, the job was too much. So at this point right now, they basically told me that they're going to shift me down to part-time status because I was requesting to have like every other weekend off so I could see my kids, and then a set number of days off like during the week so I could hit, you know, appointments to have my vehicle looked at, get things done, fix things and whatnot. So they're shifting me from full-time status to part-time status, which might seem bad, but actually for me it makes this job perfect because now I can count on having the weekends off every other weekend to see my kids. And I think they might be giving me every Saturday and Sunday, you know, every weekend off, which means I can start doing my photography again. I can get my YouTube caught up. I can have a life, basically. I don't have to constantly be working every single day if I'm not visiting my kids. So with this new schedule and the shift to part-time status, they're no longer going to be giving me a draw, which means I don't really have a salary anymore. I basically earn what I earn or what I don't earn, which to me is fine. I've been doing, you know, looking at the numbers, and I pretty much make enough to cover child support. And for me, that's enough. You know, I just need to cover child support and a little bit of money to live off, and maybe save just a little bit towards my goal of eventually getting some land somewhere. So nothing much has really changed other than I'm going to have a little bit of fewer hours to work because I'm not working, let's see, I'm not going to be working about 6 days. 12 days every month I won't be working. So I'll have like 12 days off every month. And if they stick with this schedule, to me, that would be perfect because I can then do my YouTube videos. I can, you know, on the days that I'm not working this job with the knives, I can film, I can edit, I can upload, and I can also try to schedule or book photography shoots because my days off will be consistent, and I know when I see my kids and when I don't, I can book shoots. It's hard to book a photo shoot when you don't know what days you're going to have off. So doing it like this, I should have my days off, and if they send me out of the way, like they're sending me to Coral Springs right now, I start Coral Springs next week. I can get some mileage from that. So that will help a little bit. It won't be a lot, but it'll help a little bit. And it makes this job perfect. So just wanted to make you guys aware of the current situation, and wanted to let you guys know that I missed you. I'm talking about YouTube here. It was something to just suddenly not be able to do my uploads and updates and whatnot. And even though I tried to film some and have been trying to upload them as I have been, they've been kind of getting out of order and all mixed up because they're not being uploaded and processed in a timely manner. And the reason is simply because I'm always working and in a different city. So, you know, between living in the van and trying to find a place to park, as well as dealing with Little Blue's mechanical issues, and just the logistics of everything, from laundry to eating to sleeping to showering, it's been difficult. So now with a more fixed schedule and with actual time off, life should become a lot better. And hopefully my sales will actually go up because I'll become more productive and actually excited about the job again, versus just kind of being a zombie because I was so exhausted. So until next time, everybody, I want to thank you for joining me and for watching this channel. Hopefully the content will start to get updated more often like you were used to. I don't know if it'll be as fast an update as before because I am still working most of the time. And then I have 2 days where I spend with my kids at least every other weekend. So the updates won't be as fast as previously, but it'll be a lot more consistent because I will have scheduled work time to work on YouTube. Hopefully at least 1 or 2 days every 1 or 2 weeks, you know, instead of just whenever I can. So that's pretty much it. Those of you who are still curious about Little Blue 2 status, the vehicle is still having issues. It's drivable, but the light still comes on. It's still misfiring. I'm probably gonna have to take it back into another mechanic to look at, but I'm holding off on that until I get some money to see what they have to do to it. But meanwhile, I'll keep using it until it drops. I do appreciate your kind thoughts, your prayers, and all your suggestions. It's just an issue of getting time to have somebody actually look at the vehicle. Until next time, everybody, have a fantastic night. Thank you.